mentioned who's left their children at home, the wall of sound made me unsure if it was temporarily or forever. Your kids are calling every bar and restaurant in town like, where are they? You guys came to hide out in the one place they wouldn't look for you. Mom and Dad went somewhere healthy tonight. Late night sex dungeon. It's kind of cruel to put a lineup of comedians in the one place they would never be. It's kind of like being a virgin in a strip club. Like, I have no idea what to do with all this equipment. Some of it I've never seen before. Oh, I'd hate that if I knew how. I do love it. Some gyms have a very bro-y energy. You know, you walk into a gym like this and it's like, immediately my mind goes to, oh, I don't need a vax, I got medicine balls. Sometimes it can be a little off-putting to women. We know you come into a gym and you're like, oh, I've had enough sweaty balls for one lifetime. I don't need to come in here. I do like a lot of gyms decorate with posters that make women feel badly about themselves, but this one chose to choose something that makes men feel bad about themselves. Depending where you're sitting tonight. It's girthy. It's hard being the only one on the lineup bringing feminine energy. Yeah, give it up for Ahmed! Man. I love that he described being an extrovert like being a predator. He's like, if you're alone without witnesses with me, watch out. I love that some people give themselves a chic label to excuse their behavior. They're like, I'm a hugger. I'm like, you just unhooked my bra. I'm faking not knowing about the equipment. I am a fitness instructor, but I keep it on the down low. Because people don't like that. People don't like the fitness person in the group. I'm like, being into fitness is kind of like being into Bitcoin. People will put up with it until it becomes your entire personality. Then they stop inviting you out to dinner with them. I'm like, I could change your life. They're like, you drive a Honda still, so I'm not taking your advice. Thank you. It's true, I'm a spinning instructor. It's not forever, hopefully. I just like it as a day job because it's the one place I get to tell women to go harder and faster. Sometimes they're too tired. And then we just cuddle. It's okay. It's weird being, I'm often the only female on a lineup, not to call it out, but I am, and it's weird because I'm normally such a failure as a woman. Yeah, it's true. Thank you. You can tell we're outside of LA right now. In LA, they're like, yep. All my life, I've struggled with it, being a traditional female, being feminine enough. Like, when I was a kid, I got bullied for being trans, and it was really hard because I wasn't trans. Because of my voice, and because my parents dressed me in my older brother's hand-me-downs. That is hurtfully funny to you. My parents dressed me in my older brother's hand-me-downs. They cut my hair short. Girls would corner me in the bathroom going, Maxie's a man! Maxie's a man! And then right there in the bathroom, to prove I wasn't a man, I'd have to cry in front of them. Proved I wasn't a man! She got it. Proved I was a real man! No, I like my voice now. I own it, I embrace it, because I realize no one's ever going to accuse. Yeah! That's my little sister. We're waiting for the hormones to kick in. If you Venmo me after the show at MaxieW, we're getting her top surgery done. You guys are nice. Not like those bitches. My mom would always just reassure me. My mom would go, it's okay that you're not one of the pretty popular girls. It's okay that you're not one of the pretty popular girls. Because you know what? Those girls are going to end up pregnant. Those girls are going to end up knocked up. Those girls are going to end up with 4 kids by the time they're 30. And even as a kid, I thought it was pretty troubling how much she hated kids. I was like, do you hate the popular girls or do you hate us? What an awkward way to find out your mom was popular in high school. But I love it. I own who I am now. I love it. Like, you guys are so supportive. There's just so many different ways to be a woman now. Like, I love, no one is ever going to accuse me of sounding hysterical. Other girls freak out. They're like, oh my God. I freak out. I'm like, oh. God. Like, she's saying this eviction really well. I love it though. There's girls who are so proud of their sexuality, so proud of their femininity. It's kind of beautiful, but it's never been my thing. I hear girls, my pussy this, my pussy that. My pussy's a goddess. I'm always just like, really? A goddess? Mine's more like an air fryer. I know, at first I was like, oh, I'm gonna use this all the time. And then with time and experience, you're like, takeout's faster. But it's so weird to me, this new generation of women coming up who are so proud of themselves. There's girls on TikTok doing this trend called vabbing. I don't know if you guys heard of it. It's where they take themselves and dab it on like perfume. I know! My friend Rachel told me about it. She was like, ew, gross. Who wants to smell like a dead rotten, smell like fish? I was like, you should check that, Rachel. Are you looking up vabbing on TikTok right now? Because he's got his phone where his dick would be. And it's pointed at me. And either way, something right there pointed at me scares me a little bit. It's okay. If you're being a good fan, I really appreciate it. At Mad Maxie, MADDMXI. Thank you. Oh, boy. I love it. I love it. It's not my choice, but I love it. Treating pussies like goddesses, great. I just don't like that it sets up the expectation that then we have to treat dicks like gods. And hey, I treat my boyfriend's dick like God. I ignore it except for major holidays. It's a couple of husbands, I guess. Look, I love my boyfriend. He takes no for an answer a lot. I'm like, you might be husband material. Check it out. I know. Some of you are still like, is the joke that she dates men? And it's true. I know I can be harsh. I'm hard to live with. We moved in a couple years ago together, and I did not ever live with a guy before. I didn't know what it was like moving in with someone. Is anyone here living with a significant other? Yeah, much louder woo than, did you leave your kids alone? Very telling. I moved with my boyfriend. I didn't realize certain things would change, like habits that never used to bother me now can ruin my entire month. Like, I never noticed before we moved in that he does this one thing where every morning he wakes up. Breathe. I'm worried I'm gonna snap. I'm worried I'm gonna snap. I'm gonna snap. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. The newspaper headlines are gonna read, Maxie Wittrak kills boyfriend in fit of rage. And the question on everyone's minds is gonna be, she dates men? Shut up, really? Sorry, you guys. I know it seems like I brilliantly came up with this right now, but I did spend like 3 hours yelling at my boyfriend for this joke, so really like to keep it. It's so strange to me. Some of you have been couples long enough to understand. Sorry, real quick. Are my teeth red? Okay, good. Sorry. I was drinking wine in the back earlier, and I bit a guy's dick off. You missed the part where I bit a guy's dick off. Explains the red I was worried about. Thank you. No, I've been in a relationship for 5 years. There have been no dicks in my mouth. My boyfriend is very disappointed. He's said recently, I really miss the days where we had spontaneous sex just out of nowhere. And I'm like, honey, I'm a little confused. Do you want to have sex next Saturday or don't you? I'm putting it in the planner right now. I live in LA. It's hard to find, it's hard to find a good dude anywhere. I appreciated him very much because I was walking down the street to my car and I passed the back of a white van open, and so I walked further away from it just thinking I don't want to be kidnapped. And then as I was passing it, another car drove so close to me that it actually forced me to go closer to the van just to not be hit by the car. And the thought entered my brain. I was like, oh my God. What if some serial killer waiting in this van coordinated with his buddy to drive by at the exact right time that it would force me right into his plan? And then I was like, Maxie, what are the odds that you would find a man who plans ahead? I don't even know if I'd be mad to be stolen. I'd be in the back of the van like, where are you taking me? Dinner reservations? God, you guys are good. I gotta get out of here. You've all been so great to support live comedy. What did I want to tell you guys? There's not enough time to enjoy you all, but I'll say real quick that I will be in the back with some fun Stay Gold Pony Girl merch because it is, you guys read The Outsiders? I feel like we're all a little bit outsiders, not just as comics, but you, and it's beautiful that we came together tonight to just have a good time. Did we have a good time? I love that. And for all my ladies in here, I want you to know, I feel like it's strange how often I feel like I'm not enough, considering how often I'm told I'm a lot. Thank you guys. I've been Maxie Wittrak. Have a good night.